As we've been reporting this morning, 4 police officers have been hurt in violence in Newton Abbey and Carrickfergus in Northern Ireland. A crowd of loyalists, angered by that decision to restrict flying the Union flag over Belfast City Hall, threw more than 30 petrol bombs. Police responded with water cannon and plastic bullets. But there were peaceful counter-demonstrations urging restraint. They were organised on Twitter. Well, let's talk to social media expert Rachel Clark. Morning, Rachel. It's an interesting sign of what social media can do, I guess, because we've heard from the riots in London and what have you. It was seen as being used to organise problematic demonstrations and violence. Are we seeing a positive side here?
Yeah, because what social media does is connect people directly who may not know they've got a similar feeling. So I know social media has been used partly to organise the riots, but one man, Adam Turkington, decided to try something different. And he had enough connections to people who also saw that, wanted to do it, and spread the word, and that's how it happened. That single tweet got spread around to 20,000 different people within Belfast and that area, trying to get people to make a change in the world.
It's interesting, isn't it, because a lot of us, I mean, we all tweet away and what have you. We don't, I guess, a lot of us, and myself included, don't take social media that seriously. Do we need to change our attitudes about the power and impact it can have?
Yes, because it has a huge impact. It's a way of connecting people in a way that's not been seen before. It can have a negative impact for sure, but what you do have is that it will find people who will work together, and it connects them. And for me, being able to do that without having to go out and physically find people, there's a digital way, is a vast improvement.
But when it comes to us all looking for something and trying to, create a link with other people, I guess it's more human nature, isn't it, that people who are angry are going to do that more than people who are wanting to do something.
Same thing. People say something if they love or they hate it. So you get both extremes. You get a lot of negative behaviour, but a lot of positive behaviour as well. One thing that you find that social media does more and more, it actually gets people out and about meeting other people. So the consequence of a tweet is getting people out and about in the businesses of Belfast, meeting other people and having a shared purpose. So social media is not just sitting behind a screen anonymously saying things, it's also driving people outdoors to meet others.
Which I guess is it's been one of the key criticisms, hasn't it, over the last few years when it's really taken off. This idea that people, and particularly young people, are actually stuck behind a screen and not actually interacting.
But what happens is, with some restrictions for young people, what they're doing is they can use this to find people with shared interests and potentially connect with those in a different way. So it does work that way.
It is part of the problem that, even me, and I'm not 40 yet, that there is an age where perhaps we don't appreciate the potential of something like social media, which is new, and the concepts are new, and it is these younger people who are actually picking it up and running with it.
Well, I'm slightly older than you, and I pick up and run with it, but even so, what's happening when you look at how people are using it, who are native to it, who've grown up with it, who use the devices every day, there's a vast potential to be tapped, and this allows that potential to be tapped. They don't have to be lucky with who they meet today. They can meet someone online and being able to bring something up, create things, create movements or content or just art.
Well, let's hope that actually people hearing about this will use it again for something really positive. We might see some real benefits from it. Rachel, good to get your thoughts this morning. Thank you. Got lots of sport heading your way in just a moment, Charlie.
Yeah, we'll be looking ahead to the weekend's football fixtures. We'll show you the rugby player who's in the doghouse. Plus, can Harry Redknapp get one over his former